Hello everybody, Kid Plays here. I would like to apologize to those who have been closely following this series. I realize that the most recent video of this walkthrough is now nearly a year old. After rebranding my channel and pushing hard through both school and adulting things, I finally had the time to sit down and work directly through the finale for you. Enjoy. Many of you may recognize where we are currently, the Krauser fight. Unfortunately, there isn't exactly a lot of money you could get throughout this area of the game, so it will be trimmed down for these purposes. There are, however, a few nifty things that will help you throughout the rest of your run, that being a first aid spray, a yellow herb, and 3 gate pieces which you must retrieve to make it out
Where's
safely.
Ashley? Do you really want to know? She's beyond that gate. But you'll need 3 insignias to open it. What are you gonna do, Krauser? There's one in the north, and the other in the east.
Oh, east? I thought you said west.
West? What kind of compass are you reading, lad?
This one, sir.
Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
Now keep in mind, Krauser is fast. His knife attacks do a pretty hefty amount of damage, and it is smart to avoid both his explosive bow and his TMP. If you haven't guessed it by this point, Krauser's weakness is knife attacks too. Not only does he take extra damage from them, but being successful in these endeavors will make it easier to conserve your ammo for later battles. To be honest, there isn't much else to collect in this area. Just fight your way through Krauser, his explosive drones, and the frustrating puzzles until you make it to the second insignia. This will begin the Krauser boss fight. Remember, the knife is your best choice here. If you have a bad attempt, you could always reset a checkpoint to try again.
Two down, one more to go, Krauser. We'll see about that. Witness the power! You've lost it completely, Krauser.
After defeating Krauser, we come across one of the worst areas in the entire game. This area can be difficult and unprofessional, as Mike refuses to help you with most tasks, and you're practically on your own. Aside from random enemies, you are able to get a few thousand pesetas by taking down the minigun Ganado, as well as checking the little pit in the tents. I'm going to skip a majority of this section as well though, as there isn't much to speak on.
Thanks. When we get out of here, drinks are on me.
Yeah, hey, I know a good bar.
Witnessing Mike's untimely demise, be sure to retrieve the emerald hanging from one of the pillars of the staircase. There should also be a ton of enemy loot on the floor. If you're lucky, it's pesetas. Otherwise, more ammo or heals in your pocket. Aiden will check up on you shortly after. It doesn't go well. However, right after ending the cutscene, backtrack to the room prior. Next to the ladder is a Pearl Pendant treasure. Afterward, continue through the other door. Not even a second after getting inside, you will recognize that familiar sound of struggled breathing. Remember, that knife trick from part 7. This works perfectly here too. This next section has another minigun Ganado. Aside from him, there really isn't much money to be made here. Defeat him, rush through all the random filler, and then run to the final fight.
What's so funny?
Oh, I think you know. The American prevailing is a cliché that only happens in your Hollywood movies. Oh, Mr. Kennedy, you entertain me. To show my appreciation, I will help you awaken from your world of clichés.
Ada, stand back.
Sadler's boss fight could be a little annoying. The battle zone just feels cramped and tight, and it can be difficult to aim at as many eyeballs. Me personally, knowing that it already broke over 1,000,000 pesetas, bought an RPG. Remember, Sadler can't really be damaged by incendiary grenades. Use the barrels, hand grenades, and other explosives to your advantage. When you get far enough into the battle, Ada will lend you a special rocket launcher. Usually you use it on Sadler to instantly win the battle. However, I like to keep it, as it makes me look cooler. It can also be sold for slightly more than a conventional RPG as well. After defeating him, it's a race to the end. There isn't a way to make money past this point, so whatever you have can only be changed by selling the loadout in a future new game press run.
Better get a move on. See you around.
Very cute.
Since Sadler drops 100,000 pesetas, and we have extra items from things we may have upgraded or not used, here's the final results from my current run. Mind you, I did miss a few treasures as well, so it could have been even better.
Thank you. Is that...